lock in the same bands. That is so expensive. I've already seen this before. 2 shields also.
Run-outs in through the main door, for example. So, yeah, just have to be careful in that position.
Getting themselves the smoke coverage. Release gets the first with Doom and Noah biting back almost immediately. That would have been the swing and attempt. The smoke will cover the actual approach on the windows. It's still a brawl. Close on the door itself, and try to escape the Ranger player, but unfortunately the width was just
limp in terms of util and taking this ground. This is where a shield would have been great to have, but sadly they don't have it. They have to try and play with kills, and somehow Doom misses out on that. But Noah is there with the trade. Bappin goes down to the smoke canister, and a Glass in a 1v2. Player has it all to play for.
Well, that's not going to help fill his lungs with any hope. They know exactly where he is, they know exactly where he needs to go, and they know exactly what kind of operator he is. You just have to make sure he's not able to get that quick swing pick on towards you. 2 versus 1, and yeah, how else was that going to go? Instantly locked in, instant start. And Mowgli took a little bit of damage, but they've lost the Twitch.
I believe he swung from kitchen corridor and was able to pick off the Twitch. Again, I believe the Twitch was inside lobby trying to make sure nobody could go for the ace and the sledge, who were attempting
to be a little bit under the radar, slipping their way up blue, trying to get this take from Snowmobile Stairs onto the player up top, but worried because of the cross angles. There's the first. That's Mowgli down in the basement. Or in fact, up from the basement. Bappin pushed his way up. They just missed a stock player, but they found an angle, but no, Doom and Adrian want a piece. And not any utility out from the other side. The Deimos knows that he's on the prep line, and this wall, this breach is a pinch. But how much attention will be paid towards him? Quite a lot. Yeah, Fisho above. There's also almost the response, though. There's the impact attempt. Oh, he's tucked himself in. Relays get saved by Bappin. They found a breakthrough. 2-hand was lost, and Relays has gone down. Not entirely sure where from.
Is that Goo Mine? Must be the Goo Mine.
Yes, caught out by a Goo. But hey, gets him back up to his feet. And actually, I think with more health than he had just before he went down. It's like an old-fashioned reset.
Well, I've been at 15. Mowgli able to pick up 1. And don't forget, he's the smoke. He can still try and stall out a good portion of this round. But now for Enterprise, it's where do you go? You've been able to take above, but remember, it's a kitchen bomb site. They still have to work their way through the bomb site at some point, and I just don't know if they have really the time management to do so. Good pick, though, onto Noah. Oh, Adrian has to see if he can maybe rotate and go for the reinforcement. I mean, that is a bold play, but it's worked out for him.
I mean, that he's been able to pull that off is impressive, but they're inside the site. So, how do you find a pocket and a safe place to plant? They're looking at all the verticalities, trying to get rid of the bulletproof, and then the idea is Mowgli! Oh no, the shield! Maybe drifted a little bit too close to the sun, and like Icarus, his shield has been shot. A 2 apiece with 25 seconds to try and connect this, but they don't have the kit. They're just having to drift underneath and hope that they can slip on by the vertical angles, but they're still having to break their way in. Mowgli gets his 3rd for the round. He's come down the stairs. There's another Goo Mine just to put another needle in the toes of the problem. The shotgun popped and locked. You've still got Adrian above with the DMR. He can swing that hatch at any point, but look at the positions they've taken. They know he's got to come to them, so sit back, relax. Was secret, usually 20% of their defenses. Usually get that 2-4 split on towards their attack, and every compliment paid towards them, their stats, how they work as a network.
He got his 1.
Got his 1. Got reduced in behind this half wall, this position we talked about, but 2 nades might be able to do the distance. They also still have 2 smoke canisters. Sorry, they have at least 1 less flash now as they go for the swing, but Mowgli has the coverage now. Where are those doors going to go? Nowhere, because Savage knocks 2-hand out of the equation. The Glass, though, as I said, he's good with it. He proves he's even better than that. They're either side. They're going for a push from both ends, but they need to try and isolate either Mowgli or Savage here. You can see the pings are coming through. He's expecting the swing either way. There's Savage winning his 1. Mowgli, can you do the same? Yes, you can! And the time out. Hey, listen, we're both here and we're both back. All right, baby. 4-0, and Mowgli is almost, well, he is knocked out. But Savage and Adrian, so consistently, they make sure that they respond, and they respond in a volume that the Australians can't ignore. 4-2, and players the next to take a scrape. But at this point, how do you build? Look at what they've lost, Demo.
Yeah, I mean, they've tried to play really fast with the clear. Don't forget that we're dealing with a bar here. And they've tried to come in fast and furious, in free trophy, in free bedroom. But you look at the positioning. You look at... I distinctly remember the change from 5 to 6.
Yeah.
Because that came in at, I think, a December event one time.
Oh!
That's... Yeah, I mean...
Oh! Oh, no!
This is King Rat.
Oh, no!
This is how he's known in Europe. Smokes, and that's it.
Oh, he somehow got out of that. Slipped his way around. Zoom's on for 3 this round. As Tuhan is found, and that leaves just Player and Vapin. Nope, just Player. And it might have been a flawless half, but it's a flawless round as well. The cherry.
Very impressive. It really is. On a map like Chalet, where we've...
I'm wondering how it's going to sort of translate to the other side, because at this point, Secret's been... Now the Buck. Free to get in underneath. June. Start getting some structural work done, but they've got another catch here. Dining. Oh, Vapin, beautiful swing.
Really important pick as well from Vapin to take out that Buck. Clear them out of those positions. You force them into the crossfires, and you get very simple kills. And Vapin! The confidence to go for that great pre-fire onto Adrian. Savage, though, was hunting, so, hey.
Maybe get the cross on the angle, maybe draw on piano side, and then just plant in on the inside of the soft wall.
Denari trip. This is going to basically stop Mowgli from entering here.
Relays gets one. There's the Blackbeard trying to bait the fight. There's one C4 still in pocket as well, and he's hoping they find attention. There's the destruction of the Denari. Mowgli's just got to send it. There's a shield in, not for very long, and now, well, it won't be a flawless. Relays gives them at least one. And they get themselves some grasp on the building. You can see here, Player and Vapin, they're just going to double up. Make sure they don't get caught out. Ooh, Noah does, though. Player finds one. There's Doom getting Fisher Guy. In the meantime, they're waiting for somebody to swing on this door, and it's still a shield reading the information. Mowgli's there for support. They've rotated up, but Vapin hasn't. Serves one up in the bar! Vapin! Brilliant two-piece yet again. Two-hand finds Adrian. And now... he slipped his way past the first angle. He's expecting a swing from the second, and good premonition, but, well, they can just sort of waste that. There's the Bees. Try and force the player into be a bit scared of what's going on. The grenade will get rid of the shield. They'll slip their way back, and the sense roll goes out. There's the cross. There's almost a bit of team damage, but Fisho finds one. Savage gets the response, and they've actually strong-armed their way in.
Great shot.
Vapin continually causing problems with Two-Hand getting one in the mix, and now a 3 versus 2. Savage, he said he prefers a Blackbeard, and yeah, he's moved off the blitz and found
a lot of time left. They need to try and pick up the kills quick. Nade goes out to try and keep that Jaeger at bay, as Savage now just trundles on in through lobby. Diffuser going to be picked. They just have to try and drop the hatch and plant.
Well, they've dropped the hatch and they've not planted. Savage gets himself a third for the round, but with 6 seconds, Enterprise just need to keep a bit of width, and Vapin needs to keep doing what he has been doing. I said it at the start of the half. I worry. They're in
form of Mowgli. He's currently towards Library by himself on the Dokkaebi. A great operator go for the backstabs. He's thrown himself in. He sees an opportunity. And a great pick from Mowgli. That is going to disrupt the lineup from Enterprise. And now Secret starting to pile on the kills.
Doom gets the second. Vapin, the sort of savior. Things a bit easier for ourselves.
He's Deimos tracked him, so they know he's inside the bathtub, and this is a sitting duck at place for a nade to come in. Brilliant from Jim, very simple. A 2v5, and you just don't see Secret letting it slip from here.
Oh, that was nice. Can you try and do it a couple more times? The calls are coming through. There's the awareness. They're still underneath, obviously, with the revolver. There's still tracks coming together, and now the swing round. Player getting aggressive. A 2 versus 3. The track was on the player on the far side. Two-hand. He's waiting to see somebody pop a head up. If he gets tracked, he is dead because they've got the watch on the window and they can just try and drive themselves up in 2 fights. More Grimbees. Again, high risk. Oh, again, they know where you are. And again, they might not be able to make it count. He's sort of putting holes everywhere. He's seeing feet, but look at the timer demo. 20 seconds. How long can you play with the man in the corner? Not much longer. And not much longer at all to this map as Secret. Don't let it happen again. The opening half is going to be something that dictates that, but one of the points sort of brought. Now they get that chance to sort of demonstrate how far they can go on this.
going to get rid of the ADSs for the Capitao.
Just gives them that drive up on towards the rafters and make sure that they can put the pressure much quicker than they probably expect. Bappen.
Oh, I like this.
Oh, he's in and he's in and he's in and he's across. There's 2 for the trouble, but that will just alert the rest of the team. The diner is open. They're serving up players. Oh, that fish is apparently hard to chew. Fisher guy was able to at least get one more on the back swing.
Oh.
They're almost suffering from the same thing. They took our territory. Let's just bite back. The C4 can't get one, but the player sure does. Downed out on the rafters. And finished off. What a weird way for us to start.
So you're dead. So really for Fisher guy, he wins it off the back of himself with a shotgun.
They've got to try and double up, go at the same time. There's some of the coverage. The shotgun's either side, but they get player through the smoke and they're down to the pistol waiting for the shotgun to come, and there it is!
Of course, can counter Noah. And oh dear, Mowgli does a little prone in the middle of the corridor. And Bappen able to pick him up. Again, Bappen he has been the guy, hasn't he, today for Enterprise?
Yeah, and obviously that was the comparison we had at the start of the day. It was that entry game, right? It was the battle between Bappen and Mowgli. And this time around, Bappen's the one that can be that extra. The Blackbeard, what are you doing? Relays doubles down. And Bappen gets the zone. This has been an absolute slaughter by this pair. The roaming duo. There's one, at least. And Adrian gets on towards the second. He's expecting a third, and it makes sense. But I think they just left them to their own devices, right? Enterprise have played as well. They've all gone back to the site.
Yep, I think. Almost finding one, but it's a time now, isn't it? You know, 30 seconds. He doesn't have time to sit and check every vertical hole. Drops in. There we go. Easy kill for player. Enterprise. I mean, just a pretty stat.
They tried.
Oh.
They gave it a go, demo. And, well, can they pass through it? Probably not, I think. And they're just going to instead try and...
Oh, never mind.
Okay.
It's fine. It was fine.
They just absolutely pushed on. IT is exploding. They get 3. They get 2. They get down to 1. Fisher guy. Suddenly all that's left, not for very long.
Issues inside of games right now. Needs to be careful because we can see that June is still in the surrounding area over towards the 90 corridor.
Oh, Bappen gets tracked and oh no, he turns away. The worst possible time. Mowgli's able to get revenge from the round before, but with Fisho going down as well.
Look at the gap spotting again from Secret. The way that they're using the drones to see what's the weak point, and then they target that one player.
Ooh, Relays does find Adrian. He looked a little bit lost on the top floor, but now they roughly know where his army are so left, and instead they're going to see if they can try and maybe push up Fish, but they know about it. Yeah. And now they know you're the only one left. So, 2 and... Oh.
I mean, Savage is with him, so it makes sense having the shield. I think Savage maybe ready to go in here if he can. There goes the Dokkaebi call. Ooh. There's the smokes.
The Goyo's
they ran through it.
Relays gets 1. Savage gets hurt. They're going to see if they can stick the plant, and they breach. The top of IT as well. Draw some focus. It's a post plant with at least a 4 versus 4 tucked behind the shield, and Mowgli is caught out by the end of it, but 2 players left in a post plant situation. 30 seconds. One on the vertical gets the first. Noah steps in, makes his presence known, and sees how much of this is a swing, but they need that vertical. They need that coverage. And this is the fight that could dictate it all. Oh, and he doesn't pay it enough. There's 1, there's 2. There is the round. Secret.
I just want
the confidence you need. A drone rolls by. The Warriors, if he goes down these stairs, he will get caught. Oh, he just missed out on the drop player. He's being surrounded, and Relays goes. He's about to be droned, so now he's going to go down these stairs. Buck says hello, puts a bit of damage in, goes for the flash. You assume the player on the top's coming, and great collapse there.
Yeah, you can see that that's the difference there from have to kill people. Yep. This is what's going to happen. You're going to put yourself in those defects where you just don't have the numbers. I mean, that is great timing there from Fish.
Yep, right place, right time, right guy. There goes at least Savage, but Fish is happy to try and swing into them. They're well aware of some of these locations based on Fenrir. Look, they're retaking on towards E-Box, but I looked away on the Mowgli. Back and forth, just 2 and left. Swings out with a pistol, does get 1, but...
Is it? Is it going to get in there? Is it going to get shot? We don't know.
Another E1D. Puts pressure on the player here in E-Box. Maybe going to try and bounce the pressure over the top and cut this in half. But player, oh, beautiful take. Doom unfortunately gets Fisher going the same second. They have rafters now. Can they try and just swing their way through? Player still getting some work done. Player gets himself 3 for his trouble. Doom, he's going to swing out on towards E-Box and get the lock in. Great pre-fire, but now they can focus their attention back towards this side. You've got Adrian on the clash in their own engagement. A 1 versus 1. Oh no, sorry. Oh no, sorry. Adrian on a dime finds it. And that leaves a 1 versus 1. The clash looking for his third, and he finds it all. Stab. They are watching for it.
Yeah, Bappin, I think, is watching for it, isn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, watching and waiting. I'm not sure how aware they are, but as 2in gets Mowgli, that just puts more pressure on Doom, whether to move and try and go for the fight.
Oh, Doom, you're dead.
Oh, what? How?
Oh!
How? Doom.
Not good. No.
Send him to space. Okay, 4 versus 4. And they know that there was a loose threat player. There's a knife onto Adrian, but Adrian gets Fisho in the meantime. Not entirely sure how that pieced together, but they're inside the site. The kit behind the pillar. There is Relays. Massive kill on towards the Lurker, but 2an, he pulls off the plant and he finds a slightly different location. They have the pings. They have the pressure. They have the first, but they have themselves going for the plant. 4 seconds. Has to stick it. All for play for, all for nothing. It's down on the kit, and it is secret.
Good shit, man.
They get themselves both maps. They get themselves up a bracket.